There are 25 people who are in trouble now. I guess they are facing charges. They didn't get arrested.
Busted by the man.
They got busted because they illegally harvested 300 pounds of catfish, and they were taking that. Yeah, 300,000 pounds of catfish, and they were putting them in private ponds to charge people to come fishing for them.
Yeah, pay lakes.
Yes, pay lakes.
Pay lakes are a thing. They're around here. There's one right up there by Canyon Lake, as a matter of fact, where average folks who don't get to fish much or anything, you can go in there and pay a few bucks and catch a certain number of catfish that they stock in the pay lake, and then have some fish, and that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. But these folks some of the pay lakes weren't legally ran. In other words, they didn't pay to have the license to be the pay lake, and then they weren't paying for the fish they were stocking their lake with legally. They were having Joe Schmo, me and you, go out there and catch a bunch of catfish, keep them alive, and take them over to them and sell it to them. So it's like a black market catfish ring going on right there.
Be like me going down here to the Ohio River and catching a bunch of catfish and throwing them in a pond and starving them to death where they're hungry to be, and they're gonna bite.
They make people pay you to catch them. Even though they were a public resource, you took them and took control of them, and now you're charging people on them. So
hit them
you're
making
money.
So
the state's not getting their share, so they've got to find somebody and get their share.
Sure.
I understand. I have never heard of this before, so I am learning. This is all new to me, and I didn't know there was such a thing as a pay lake. I thought they were just talking about private lakes that maybe people, they were like, or it was like some kind of weird illegal ring of people who like had these secretive private lakes that they were charging people to come out on.
I that too.
But the other side of this is like, if that's the case, even if it's like whatever legal paid lakes, like I can kind of get my head around that. I understand the value of it, and I would even play with that. It's kind of like, hunting a fenced area, same kind of thing.
Yeah.
But the thing that blows my mind about this, like the big thing about it, we're talking about catfish.
Yeah.
We're not even talking about people going and getting something cool.
Look, saltwater guy. Catfish.
Yeah, I mean,
okay, I'm not knocking catfish. I'm not knocking catfish. But think of that. This is on their record now. Think about it. They're like, anytime they go to apply for a job, they're like, yep, I had a conviction. Catfish.
Smuggling.
Yeah, but it wasn't like 3-5 pound catfish. We're talking
right.
30-pound catfish.
And it was a whole group of them too.
Trophy catfish, trophy size fish.
300,000 pounds. So even if they weren't selling them to the pay lake, they were probably illegally catching them, poaching them, like you said. So compound that on top of now I'm selling them to this other place where they're going to make money off of them, and it's all your public, something that you own, the public owns, but they're going to make money off of it.
Yep.
That makes.
And then there are a lot of folks that were trying to use these fish, show them on the boards and try to claim prizes. And hey, Stanley, what are you going to do when I go to Pay Lake and get the biggest blue cat on your form? And then I send you a thing, so you got to put me on the wall because I got the largest blue cat, even though I went to a Pay Lake and bought it, basically.